Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good day for everybody. Today I'm going to present our paper with the title of that, The Impact of Government Stimulus Package Toward Business Survival During COVID-19 Among Small and Medium Enterprise in Sabah. So this paper, there are three of us, myself, Salleh bin Ayub, Dr. Mazlan, and Azim Majid. All of us is from Faculty of Business, Economic and Accountancy, University Malaysia, Sabah. So this is our title of our research project. Okay, for the introduction part, as we know, during the pandemic outbreak, the dramatic spread of COVID-19 has disrupted lives, livelihoods, communities, and businesses worldwide. Therefore, according to the World Economic Forum, COVID-19 pandemic could trigger the worst economic meltdown since the 1930s Great Depression. The small and medium enterprise (SME) will have significant impact on the pandemic that may cause huge number of SME will going out of businesses. In relation to the economic turbulence, the government has launched first fiscal stimulus package amounting 100 billion for SME to provide greater assistance to SME in sustaining business operation and preserving jobs, as well as to support growth in the current economic condition. As Burgess 2000 stated, the government around the world have placed increasing importance upon the success of SMEs by providing increased resources for their survival. Karaj and others 2014 who concur that government in the developing countries have directed the efforts in supporting business survival. Para 2010 and Sharif and Pure 208 indicates that government support influences the survival and the growth of SMMEs. The nature and scope of government support has direct impact on the performance, survival, and growth of SMME, as said by Bogus and others 2009. The objective of this study, this study aims to examine the impact of government stimulus package, which is the moratorium and direct cash out to the SME toward business survival during the outbreak of the pandemic COVID-19. So as for business survival, today the world SME around the globe are facing the crisis that affect the future well-being of the businesses at large. As the death toll from coronavirus mounts, economics warn the business world's greatest casualty will be the small and medium enterprise (SME), the major part of the industrial economy. Okay? And the survival and growth have therefore been a prominent issue. The nature and the scope of government support has direct impact on performance, survival, and growth of SME, as both and others said 2009. As for government assistance, government offered grant to SME to serve their business, boost their growth, stimulate innovation, enhance their capabilities by increasing managerial capabilities and improving marketing skills, so thereby ensuring they make a greater business contribution to the national economy. For the financial assistance, SME have received some financial support from the government and financial institutions during COVID-19 crisis from collapse due to the COVID-19 crisis. Omar and others 2020 show that SME have used financial assistance for survival when faced with the repercussion of COVID-19 crisis. The findings are significant because they focus on SME long-term rather than short-term performance. So based on the literature review, this is our conceptual framework for the study, which is the government support and the financial support as our independent variable, whereby the business survival is our dependent variable. So this is the methodology for this study. This study aims to examine, as I mentioned earlier, the impact of government stimulus package, which is the moratorium direct sales, direct cash out SME towards businesses survival during the outbreak of pandemic 19. This study adopts survey method using the purposive sampling method. 150 respondents were identified in this study and given the questionnaire through Google form. The respondent was selected based on the database of SME that have participated in SME at University program. At the end of the data collection period, we managed to have to complete questionnaire under 20. For the result, the data were analyzed using SPS 26.0 and the hypothesis testing were using the SMART PLS. The first part of the analysis on the descriptive analysis, which described the respondent profile, and then we also analyzed the convergent validity was assessed in terms of factor loading, and its required factor loading greater than 0.5, as mentioned by Hay 2006. The discriminant validity to examine correlation between construct and variant extract for the construct. For the structural model estimation, these analyses were used to show that both the predictive and the causal link between ideas and other possible indicators, and to generate the path coefficient and the t-value result as recommended by Chin, 1998. So this is the result of the study by using the structural modeling estimation, as I mentioned just now, which show that we run the analysis. The first hypothesis that there is a significant and positive relationship between the financial assistance and the business survival. So the coefficient is 4.5, and then the t value is 5.189, and then at a significant level at 0.01, we show that the p-value is smaller than p-value, which is the p-value here is 0.000. Okay, so the significant level is p, which is smaller than 0.01. So the other hypothesis that the government support has positive and significant relationship with the business survival, same like the path coefficient, the beta 0.211, and then the t value is 2.783, and the p value is 0.006, okay, which is smaller than the p value. So both hypotheses are supported in this study. So as for the discussion, this is the last part in the research in our research paper. So the result of the study showed that all the independent variables of the stimulus package have significant positive relationship with the business survival, which is almost comparable to the study finding of Burgess 2002 and Karaj others 20114, which means that the independent variable, the government support and the financial assistance is a very crucial for the SME during this pandemic, which can reduce the burden, especially the operating costs of the entrepreneur. And then these analysts find that the government assistance and financial assistance play a role in enhancing the business survival among SME in Sabah, because this is due to the size of the SME, which is most of the SME in the study is small in size. So this government stimulus is really needed by this entrepreneur. So as for the future study, okay, since the study done online, since the study was done using the Google form due to the MCO, which limited the face-to-face interview with the respondent, so it is suggested that for the future research, it is much better to use the qualitative data, which can explain more about the issue that in this study. So therefore, as a general conclusion, we can say that the SME in Sabah need immediate and adequate enhancement in the government's stimulus package for the post-pandemic business survival. As from now, we are in the transition period for the SME to get back into the market. So they still need some other assistance, okay, after the pandemic, which badly hit the business. So as a conclusion, we find that it is a crucial and it's important for the government to continue their support to the SME, especially in Sabah. With that, I would like to end my presentation and thank you very much. And if you have any question, you may contact me at my email number. Thank you very much.